Is it just because you've been watching house flip videos?
No, I have despised this combo since we moved in. You know that there's a handful of things that I would change about this home if we were going to live in it long term.
Mm-hmm.
And now that we're not,
Mm-hmm.
and we're moving out relatively soon,
Exactly.
I think it's worth it for our guests and their experience to have an inspiring kitchen. Why are you laughing at me? I want to be proud of our Airbnb.
Uh-huh.
I want it to be like comfortable. I feel like there's a hair
Right.
dangling.
So I don't understand how a backsplash could make the difference in somebody's Airbnb stay. Do enlighten me.
I just think for the relatively low cost, it would make a very large impact in this kitchen. So my beef with the backsplash and the countertops, I don't like either one of them, but I really don't like them together. They're both busy. Like, this couldn't be busier. That couldn't be busier. They're completely different tones. So when you're looking at it in person, this is clearly warm. It goes well with like the cabinets, but this is all cool tones. So it's like grays and blacks and white. Nothing about these two things match. Even if they were the same tone, it would still look bad because they're both so busy.
So what are you thinking about switching it out to?
I think this, just a subway tile in a color that would complement this.
So not white?
It's probably not going to be white, it'll be off-white, like a cream.
Creme de la creme.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess you don't want to do this project while we live here.
No,
Correct.
correct. And it's not like I'm dead set on doing it. I just think it would be a valuable thing. There's several other things I would like to do too, like the flooring in the living room and in the kids' bedrooms is this washed out gray. And the walls are this beautiful, rich, warm wood. And they just don't go together at all. So even this, it has some gray, but it's more of a warm, like this I like. But
Yeah, I wonder why they didn't do that. I'm sure it's because it's more expensive.
sure.
But it's unfortunate that they didn't do that throughout the whole
Yeah.
cabin. The thing that stinks is that this is basically brand new. These both are. Like when we moved in, the flooring was new.
Brand new. Like they just did this. They just updated.
Yeah, so it really... And this is just going to be a rental.
I know.
So like literally any money that we put into this place, we will not see back.
Right. Well, I mean, yeah. I know. That's why I'm not pushing for the floors. And this, if we really price out the project, it might amount to a couple $100. Maybe like $200. It's $2.50 a square foot for just a plain subway tile. And our brother-in-law is really handy at stuff like that, and we can pay him to come up, stay here, enjoy the cabin, and do this some weekend. So, I don't know. I think I just would like to make this a nice Airbnb.
Hmm. Yeah.
Are you like still pretty hard no? You'll always feel like it's something we shouldn't have done.
If you can compromise, if Rachel can compromise to stop at the backsplash, then I would say yes.
Well, you wanted to paint the bathroom upstairs. What's the difference between that?
The bathroom upstairs definitely needs to be painted. That's something that we could do that would take 2 hours.
That 2 hours is a gross understatement.
I don't think so.
It would be probably just as expensive as the backsplash.
No, I think it would only take 1 gallon of paint, which would be about $70. And I think that would be it.
Okay.
But let me go show you. So upstairs, beautiful master bedroom. It really is. It's really beautiful. Except for this blue wall. Why did they pick this like North Carolina blue, which I really love. It's a great color, but in the master bathroom, just very interesting choice. So yeah, all that needs to be painted is that wall, this wall, and this wall, and that's it. So, I mean, how long would that seriously take to paint? Maybe 2 hours total. And 1 gallon of paint, which right now, paint has really jumped up in price. So like a really nice paint, $70 for the gallon. So for $70, that would look much better in photos. And I think I'm gonna concede to Rachel for the backsplash because, you know, the kitchen is a big selling point for a house and probably for Airbnb guests. Like they'll think it's more upscale if the kitchen's nice. So I don't hate spending money in the kitchen because that's the most important part of the house.
But yeah, Brad's probably right in the fact that this is more fresh on my mind because we're looking at the villa as a flip and just like making it neutral and pretty and not going too crazy with the updates that we're doing because it needs to appeal to hopefully a large audience, large amount of people that will want to purchase it eventually. So, and then last night, for the first time, and I've been wanting to watch this for a long time, but just haven't found time, we watched an episode of No Demo Reno, and it was good. It lived up to my expectations. So it's basically this girl, and she's on Instagram. Her name is the Rambling Redhead, and I started following her on Instagram before I knew she even had an HGTV show. But she'll go into somebody's home and do a renovation without any demo or very minimal demo. And it's just really fun and kind of inspiring to see like how dramatically you can change a space just by like doing some cosmetic things. And so yeah, that's fresh on my mind. And then I keep looking at this backsplash and countertop and it's like
That's what I'm doing for the kids.
They think it's hilarious.
I'm the funniest man in the world.
Yes, you are.
My feet are starting to hurt.
They are?
Yeah.
From what?
Going over the, sliding over the. Guys, your towels are right there.
One thing I'm super excited about with the villa is how big the tub is. It's just gonna be really nice to be back. Actually, we've never, I guess when we lived with my parents, we had their large tub upstairs that we would bathe just the twins in. But by the time Eloise came, we were up in our house up the street from my parents, and that one had a decent, it was just like a normal sized tub. But it was the same kind of scenario that this one has where the toilet is like blocking part of it. So when you're bathing 3 kids in there, it's just not convenient. So the one that's in the villa is like a giant jacuzzi tub that you can access from the whole thing. Like there's not a toilet blocking it, which is gonna be really nice. There goes the Nikki. Because they like to bathe, they always end up all 3 together. Even if we try to do staggered baths, they always end up in the bath together. Which is fun. They always have fun. Gosh, I really wish I would have gone. I didn't realize I'm doing these like, excuse me, these nail stickers. And I didn't realize there were some blue glittery ones. And I put the regular glittery ones on my pointers, and now I wish I had done the blue glittery ones. Oh, it's such a problem.
What do you think? Is it good?
Yeah.
So our friend Tristan, oh, we're blurry.
It has just a chip in
Go ahead, honey.
It does have a chocolate chip in it.
Go ahead.
Yeah, our friend Tristan has been trying since before Eloise was born to get this recipe down. And it's these cookies, they're called Monica's cookies, and they're out of, is it Grand Rapids?
It's Michigan somewhere,
Somewhere
yeah.
in Michigan. And they're good enough that I've paid, I don't even want to say how much I've paid to have a dozen of them shipped. I actually have some in the freezer right now, but my mouth is watering. They are so good, and it's taken her that long, 2.5 years, to nail the recipe, and she got it. And so she sent us a batch of them. This is her, she's turned it into Tristan's Cookie Company. So it's Facebook at Tristan's Cookie Co. I guess she's not on Instagram. You're on Facebook, but not Instagram, Tristan? I'm assuming you can order them. But if you've ever had Monica's cookies, these look identical. We should pull out a Monica's cookie because we have some in there. Oh, she wants more. Just in there. Okay, you can eat it.